everyone. I am your host Shaine Soni with my co-host Rajni Subba, and we are back with another episode of Let's Talk.
Today we have two interesting personalities. One of them is a cosmetic dermatologist
And another one is a radiologist, a sports kinetic science specialist, a triathlete, and a functional fitness trainer.
Let's welcome Dr. Indu Ballani and Dr. Amit Ballani.
You're most welcome to our show, Let's Talk.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Dr. Amit, you have so many feathers in your hat. Can you please tell us more about yourself?
Well, I belong to a very small city. I've been born and brought up in Patna. And I did my MBBS and post-graduation from Patna Medical College. Then I met her and then I gave. That's it.
So that's wonderful. That was about your personal life. We want to know more of your professional life.
Well, by profession, I am a radiologist. I started my career from railways. This is my third posting. At one time, I was very overweight. Then I don't know what struck me. I think once I went to buy a pair of jeans, the shopkeeper told me that our company doesn't make so big jeans. So that struck me somewhere here. And there were many other multiple factors which led me to start the journey, and it has been 12 odd years. I'm still continuing it, reduce my weight, and meanwhile I graduated myself from athlete to triathlete and into functional fitness. I earned the degree of functional fitness trainer, and so on and so forth. Not to list much.
Off camera, we were talking about some transformation story of your life. Can you please tell us about that?
Yeah, in short, I was 116 kgs as I told you before. It somehow started that I met one of my patients who was into basketball, and he led me the way. He asked me, you should start bit by bit. So I thought of it and I went to the ground. I was blessed to have a railway ground near my quarter where I reside. I was not confident enough earlier, so I didn't buy any pair of shoes or any running clothes. I started off in jeans and t-shirt. I tried to run, and after 100 meters or so, I started panting. It was feeling as if my lungs will come out. But baby steps, taking baby steps makes a giant step at one time. So after 12 years, see, I'm here in front of you.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Doctor, you're known for making women look very beautiful. Tell us more about what you do, how you do, and turn them into into swan.
So basically, I'm a dermatologist.
And in Delhi, I've become a cosmetic dermatologist because of cosmetic work being so popular here. So as you keep upgrading yourself in your work and you get more involved with your work, especially in private practice, I think you do get a lot of cosmetic patients. So I started with the basic procedures, the peels and everything. And then I started the injectables, got trained for it, went to so many places, and I had the good luck of getting training from a lot of international trainers who were the best in their fields. So gradually it evolved, and I think right now there's a boom of cosmetic procedures in Delhi, and especially in all cities. I think basically it's penetrating to all the cities in India now.
That's great. I also remember, Doctor, एक बार आप travel करके बाहर भी गए थे कहीं पर, I think to get trained only. वो क्या चीज का था और क्या चीज का आपने ट्रेनिंग लिया था?
Okay, training to I have gone a lot of times. So fillers basically these are non-surgical procedures. So they are injections given on your face to contour the face basically. And see, lip procedures are so popular nowadays. People want lip augmentation, or they feel that the under eye is becoming very hollow, or they want a good cheek shape. So these are all fillers available which we inject on people to make them more beautiful, make them more or whatever they want on their, like they make the features better basically. So I went to learn all this. Then threads also, I have really gone to Korea also, taken training from them, from the original masters of the threads. Like it has come from Korea only, the threads, and that also has become gained a lot of popularity nowadays. So
Doctor,
yeah.
as you know that you have a clinic in Delhi, please tell me more about your clinic. What all you do there?
So basically, I have a very small setup, a very basic setup. It's a cosmetic clinic in Gold Market, and I do all the procedures. I have lasers there, laser hair reduction, then pigmentation procedures, lasers for pigmentation, then peels, then some facials for contouring and tightening the skin, and all these injectables. So I take up the patients, I take up whatever I can myself do the work. So I have limited myself to one center just so that I can give best results to my patients.
That's amazing, doctor. That's great.
People who undergo knife or get any kind of beauty treatments or Botox. So what do you have to say about it?
See, I think there is an inherent quality in all of us to look our best. So everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to show their best face in front of the society. So there is nothing wrong in undergoing procedures. Only thing is the balance should be maintained. When we have so much now, there is so much of development, so many tools are available. After all, everybody is doing some kind of facials or using some kind of masks or wearing some kind of makeup, good clothes. So why not do all this if you can afford it? Plus, if something is available and it is not harming you, so you can go in for these procedures. And I think those people who are being judged, if some lady comes up to you and asks you about your Botox procedure and all, somewhere inside she also wants the same procedure.
That was great.
And doctor, another thing that I would want to ask you would be that a lot of people have a lot of wrong notions about cosmetic, treatments. They feel they have a lot of side effects. They feel over the years it can, go bad some way or the other. So what do you have to tell us about that?
So that is where the place where you're getting it done from is important. So the person who's doing your procedure should be properly trained. It's not that you want to save some money and you go to some place or take like the quality of the product being used is important. So ultimately, if it is done from the right person and in a right proportion and the right kind of product is used, I don't think it has so many side effects.
Dr. Amit, kindly explain us and our viewers what sports kinetic science is all about.
Sports kinetic science, basically, it is a study of, first we must explain the individual terms. Kinetic. Kinetic means something related to motion. And sports is the word you must be all aware about. So what motion is basically connected with sports, and the study of this all physiology is basically sports kinetic science.
Okay. And what about triathlete?
An athlete which does three kinds of cardio workout in a sequence, like swimming, after that cycling, and then running in a series. So he is known as a triathlete.
Doctor, off camera we were talking about your participation at Masters Athletics. Please tell us about it, and please also share your experience. How did you feel there and what was it all about?
Masters Athletics is basically, it is only for 35 years plus people. 35 to way above 90, 100, whatever. So normally athletics, these people are they're young. They're younger breed because they have more energy. After 35, there's an association known as Masters Athletics Federation of India in India, and it is an international event. So every country chooses their representative, and they make an age group of 5 years, start from 35 to 40, 40 to 45, and so on, and they make them compete. So it happens at an international level, at an Asian level, and at an international level. I represented India in Asian Masters Athletic Federation. It was held in December 2019. 2019 in Malaysia, Kuching.
Okay.
Experience was really amazing. When you carry this Indian flag on your chest,
True.
it means something.
Yes.
You are doing something for India, our country, my country. So that feeling of my country gives you an adrenaline pump.
That's true. Very true.
It gives you a shiver down your spine.
Yeah. Yes.
You have to do something
Yeah.
for your country.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. The organization is flawless and you've given your best. You've given your best. I can't explain it in words, but I feel the goosebumps. I'm still having it.
That's amazing.
Yes, those things are felt by people, those who carry the flag with them and represent the country. So I can very much relate to you, Dr.
And one thing I would like to add, he was the only runner there who had muscles also. Otherwise, all the other runners
Yeah.
were really thin.
When I completed my race, so I had a muscular and heavy body. All the runners were
Okay.
okay, and I secured 5th position. I was not that bad.
Okay.
I gave some points to my country.
Great.
So when I finished, that guy called me. Hey, come here. I went there. I thought I don't know what he's gonna ask. Hey, you runner? I said yes. Too fat.
Oh.
Big muscles. No. You have to be thin.
Oh, okay.
See, I think nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
Even
When
a
you're
person
determined
with
to do
heavy
it.
muscles, he can run.
Yeah.
Even a guy who is very slim, he can lift good amount of weight. So it's all into your training, how you carry yourself and how you.
Doctor, I have a more generic question for you here. I think it is one of the most common question also for anybody who's a sports person, that where do you think that we lack as a country which is full of sports? Where do we still lack at international arena where we haven't still marked our space?
It's a very nice question. You have hit the crux, ma'am. Well, as far as I understand, in my opinion, it is the inculcation. Right from the beginning, you must have heard the term, खेलेगा कूदेगा बनेगा खराब, पढ़ेगा लिखेगा बनेगा नवाब. I think I've shared it just in a way.
But then that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
आपने जो बोला अभी,
So,
of course.
what exactly it means, when we grow up, we are basically not. We are taught that you should not play. One should not play. One should go only in academics. One should. It's basically you're not boosting. You're morally you are putting. Your mother is putting it down. Your father is putting it down. And they are also not wrong. See, basically it is the education system which has to be revamped. The education system. See, you can't expect an elephant to fly.
Yeah.
And you can't expect a fish to climb a tree, right? So everything should be graded.
I think you made it in a very nice way, because I think out of one of my experience, very tiny experience that I saw in South Africa, I saw a 3-year-old kid and her mother was forcing her to jump into the ocean with the surfing board. And here I remember when as a kid, our parents would not even allow us to go out of the house. So, I think that is where you said, it's since the time you bring up the child in our country, they've been forced to study more and play less.
Exactly. Sports facilities should be given more priority. It should be given equal emphasis as much as we give to the academics.
Because I think if you talk about technicality and strength, I think Indian players have both. They both have technicality, strength, but I think maybe infrastructure is something that is needed, a little more enhanced infrastructure. As for, this is my knowledge, which
Definitely.
I share.
I agree.
Yeah. चलिए, बहुत सीरियस टॉक्स हो गई, बहुत इंफॉर्मेशन मिल गई. अब कुछ और करीब से जानते हैं हमारे डॉक्टर कपल को. सो डॉक्टर, पहले तो आप बताइए कि आपकी शादी को कितने साल हो चुके हैं? 20. Was it difficult to spend 20 years Together?
Let he tell you.
किसके लिए ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट रहा 20 years spend करना?
I prefer to keep mom.
Wow.
Wives are considered more nagging, I suppose.
But how's it to have a doctor wife?
It was fantastic.
What?
It's still
Actually, the best part was the war is always in technical terms.
Technical.
Oh.
And that's the best word. I think that's the most intelligent word anybody can have.
Yeah.
I think. See,
Who is more of a travel lover?
I think both of us. Maybe I would love more of treks and all, and he loves driving trips.
Yeah.
So, oh, lovely. And you have kids.
Yeah, 2 kids.
Okay, 2 kids. Who's more kid loving out of both of you?
I think both of us.
Both of you.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Who loves cooking?
Obviously, she.
I love cooking, but he has started cooking now.
अच्छा, आपकी लाइफ में बहुत सारे इंसिडेंसेस हुए होंगे, बहुत सारे ऐसे स्पेशल मोमेंट्स हुए होंगे, तो मुझे आप बताएं, आप में से कौन ज्यादा मेमोराइज करता है डेट्स?
She has a hard disk. वो कभी भी करके निकल जाता है.
Lovely. और अगर मैं आपसे कुछ डेट्स के बारे में पूछूं, let's test him, no?
Okay,
Let's test
yeah,
him.
sure.
Okay, tell me, what was the first time? आपको डेट याद है जब आप इनसे पहली बार मिले थे?
हाँ.
डेट बताएं आज.
पहली बार मिले थे. That was in
उसके पीछे की
28th December.
उसकी
27th.
इसी के साथ
नहीं, it was 28th only.
Okay, morning, the night.
2 a.m. I'm like,
इसी के साथ उसके पीछे की स्टोरी भी कुछ बता दीजिए.
मेरे एग्जाम्स खत्म हुए थे और MBBS के प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम्स, और मुझे हर तरफ से घेर लिया गया था कि आपको जाना है लड़की देखने. और उस समय स्लीपर क्लास में एकोमोडेशन मिला था मुझे, बिकॉज इट वाज ये था कि बस जाना है और अभी टिकट कटाओ, अभी निकलो. आई वाज इन अ वेरी बैड शेप, बहुत सैगी था. ट्रेन गॉट डिलेड. आई रीच लखनऊ जंक्शन एट 2 a.m. in the morning. आई वाज थिंकिंग कि मैं रात का ही निकाल लूंगा और सुबह मिलूंगा. और उस समय बियर्ड इतनी बड़ी बड़ी थी, शर्ट फटी हुई थी. एंड जब मैं प्लेटफॉर्म पे उतरा तो मुझे पीछे से किसी ने आवाज लगाई, and it was my father and her father.
So they were staying at my place.
They were waiting.
And they had called him that you have to finalize today only.
You have to. I was not given an option. You have to finalize. So I was driven away, kidnapped in a way, and I was presented before her.
And even I was told to dress up at 2 a.m. and sit for him.
But I think that kidnapping and dressing up is the result that you are together. That's the most.
So everything got finalized by 4 a.m. So you can how we clicked together.
And at 5 a.m. we started driving to Kanpur because she was waiting for her result.
Oh wow! So, okay, another question I have for you: who's more expressive in terms of love? Who's more loving and expressing about it?
I think females.
She is.
She does.
She's overexpressed.
Oh. So is it a complaint or is it just an information here?
Well, he rarely expresses, but when he does, it's really good. Feels very.
As long as he does.
Yeah.
It was really fun interacting with you on personal front. We have a gift hamper from Beauness by Arpita.
Thanks a lot.
And you'll also
The
enjoy
token of love from us to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
डॉक्टर, आप फंक्शनल फिटनेस ट्रेनर हैं और आप टेक्निकली भी बहुत साउंड हैं इस फील्ड में, तो आप मेरे कुछ व्यूअर्स को बताएं कि अगर जिनको इस फील्ड में कुछ करना है, उस फील्ड में कुछ आगे बढ़ना है, तो उनकी शुरुआत कहाँ से होनी चाहिए और वो क्या कर सकते हैं?
हर बड़ी चीज छोटे स्टेप से शुरू की जाती है. आपको लोग कहते हैं नॉर्मली मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. टाइम होता नहीं है, निकाला जाता है. आपको 1 मिनट, 1.5 मिनट, 2 मिनट देना पड़ेगा. शुरुआत करनी पड़ेगी. धीरे धीरे ये बढ़ता जाएगा. हाँ, मैं हमेशा ये कहूँगा, always do it in a proper way. The form should be learned, the way should be learned, and it should be injury free. I'll always advise everyone not to overdo anything, because balance is the essence of life. It should be balanced way. Repetitive कोई काम नहीं करना है, cumulative injuries नहीं लेनी है, और gradually अपने आप को graduate करना है. एक दिन में रोम भी नहीं बना था. Rome was not built in a day. So start taking baby steps. The results will come by. Don't think about the results. Just give in your best. Perseverance is the key. That's what I want to say.
Dr. Indu, please tell our viewers what is the daily regime to have a healthy and glowing skin?
हाँ, सो हेल्दी ग्लोइंग स्किन तभी हो सकती है व्हेन यू आर फिट. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अपने लाइफस्टाइल पे, अपने हेल्थ पे ध्यान देना है, और जैसा कि डॉक्टर अमित ने एम्फोसाइज किया, डेली कुछ एक्सरसाइज रेजिम शुड बी अ पार्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ. देन डाइट आपका बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए, क्योंकि व्हाट यू ईट विल रिफ्लेक्ट. इतना जो आपके अंदर होता है वही आपके फेस पे दिखता है. यू मस्ट बी फीलिंग कि जब आप बहुत टायर्ड होते हो तो फिर आंखों के नीचे पफिनेस बढ़ जाती है या कॉम्प्लेक्शन डल लगने लगता है. सो 70% इट इज योर लाइफस्टाइल. बाकी डेली केयर में आई हैव ऑलवेज एम्फोसाइज्ड कि 2 बार दिन में क्लेंजिंग, टोनिंग, मॉइस्चराइजिंग, CTM रेजिम जिसको बोलते हैं, बट मॉर्निंग में सनस्क्रीन यूज इज एसेंशियल. सो टोनर इज रिक्वायर्ड ओनली इफ यू हैव अ वेरी ऑयली स्किन टाइप, एंड दैट टू रोज वाटर इज अ गुड टोनर. अदरवाइज आप क्लीन करके और मॉइस्चराइज करके और सनस्क्रीन मॉर्निंग में जरूर लगाएं, वेदर यू आर स्टेइंग इंडोर्स ऑल्सो. सो इंडोर्स रहने पे भी आपको एक SPF की तो ज़रूरत होती है, बिकॉज घर में भी इतनी सारे लाइट्स होते हैं. देन अकॉर्डिंग टू योर एज एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू योर स्किन टाइप आपका एक नाइट रेजिम हो सकता है, जिसमें क्लेंजिंग के बाद आप ईदर मॉइस्चराइज या फिर एक एंटी एजिंग सीरम, या फिर एक्ने के लिए अगर आपकी बहुत ऑयली स्किन है तो उसके हिसाब से कोई सीरम या कोई क्रीम यूज कर रहे हो. बेसिकली दैट्स इट.
Thank you, doctor.
डॉक्टर्स, आप दोनों से बात करके बहुत बहुत मजा आया, बहुत इंफॉर्मेशन मिली, और हम चाहेंगे कि आप जाने से पहले हमारे व्यूअर्स के लिए कोई एक अच्छा सा मैसेज जरूर दें.
I would say stay healthy, take care of yourself, and keep glowing. Thank you.
A good soul resides in a good body, and health is wealth. So मेरा ये मानना है, और आप लोगों के लिए यही मैसेज है कि सबसे ज्यादा प्रायोरिटी अपने हेल्थ को दीजिए, क्योंकि बाकी सब कुछ फॉलो करेगा आपको. आप जैसे जैसे ग्रेजुअली एज करते जाएंगे, यही एक चीज है जो आपकी धरोहर होगी, और इसको सबसे ज्यादा महत्व देना चाहिए. एक शरीर, और उसके बाद एवरीथिंग विल फॉलो. Make your health your wealth. That's it.
Doctors, thank you so much for being on our show. It was amazing talking to you both.
It was actually great. The show was really very pleasurable. Thank you.
This is a token of love for you from the team of Let's Talk.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.